In the heart of ancient Rome during the 1st century AD lived a man of remarkable intellect and character, Seneca the Younger. His life was a testament to the intricate interplay of philosophy and politics, for he walked the delicate tightrope between the corridors of power and the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Born in approximately 4 BC, Seneca came from a wealthy and influential Roman family. His early years were marked by privilege and access to the finest education Rome could offer. Yet, as fate would have it, his life would be a tapestry woven with both the threads of political intrigue and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. In his early career, Seneca became known as a gifted orator and writer. His eloquence and insights into philosophy soon caught the attention of Emperor Nero, the young and volatile ruler of Rome. Seneca was invited to serve as Nero's advisor, thus beginning a relationship that would test his commitment to Stoic principles. Seneca's tenure in Nero's court was fraught with ethical dilemmas. As he advised the emperor on matters of governance, he found himself navigating treacherous waters. The excesses of Nero's rule, marked by cruelty and corruption, challenged Seneca's Stoic principles of virtue and justice. Yet, Seneca remained committed to his philosophical convictions. He believed that even in the most corrupt of environments, one could maintain inner tranquility and ethical integrity. It was during this time that he wrote many of his letters and essays, which explored Stoic philosophy in the context of power and politics. One of Seneca's key teachings was the Stoic acceptance of the brevity of life. He urged his readers to make the most of their time, to cultivate wisdom and virtue, and to live in accordance with nature. His writings on anger, in particular, offer profound insights into the human condition and the importance of emotional control. Despite the complexities of his political career, Seneca remained dedicated to Stoic philosophy. He emphasized that one's character and inner life were paramount, even in the face of external challenges. In his letters, he often wrote about the need for self-examination and self-improvement, echoing the Stoic idea that true wealth is found in virtue. As the years passed, Seneca's relationship with Nero became increasingly strained. He retired from public life, but continued to write prolifically. His philosophical works, including letters to Lucilius and essays on topics like providence and the happy life, continue to inspire readers to this day. Seneca's life was marked by its complexity. He lived in a world where power and wealth often clashed with the principles of Stoic virtue. Yet, through his writings and his unwavering commitment to Stoicism, he left a lasting legacy. Seneca's enduring message is one of resilience, wisdom, and the pursuit of virtue, even in the most challenging of circumstances. In the end, Seneca the Younger, the statesman and Stoic sage, serves as a reminder that philosophy is not merely an intellectual pursuit, but a practical guide to living a meaningful and virtuous life, even amidst the complexities of the human condition, condemned to a life of servitude. Yet, what made Epictetus extraordinary was not his birthright, but the way he would transcend his circumstances through the transformative power of Stoic philosophy. Epictetus's early years were marked by hardship and oppression. As a slave, he had no control over his fate, subjected to the whims and commands of his owner. But within the young boy's heart burned an indomitable spirit, a thirst for wisdom, and a longing for freedom that even the chains of servitude could not extinguish. His path to wisdom began when he was purchased by a wealthy Roman named Epictetus, who recognized the spark of intellect within the young slave. It was under the guidance of his new owner that Epictetus was introduced to the teachings of Stoic philosophers, a philosophy that would forever change the course of his life. Epictetus's journey toward Stoicism was not without its trials. He endured harsh labor and the capricious cruelty of those who considered themselves his superiors. But in the pages of Stoic writings, he found solace and strength. The works of Epictetus, Seneca, and other Stoic thinkers became his mentors, guiding lights through the darkest of nights. Through these writings, he began to internalize Stoic virtues. wisdom to discern what was within his control, courage to accept what was not, justice to act virtuously, and self-discipline to master his desires and emotions. These virtues were not mere intellectual exercises, but principles that would shape the very core of his being. Epictetus's transformation was not merely philosophical, it was a profound shift in mindset. He came to understand that true freedom was not the absence of external constraints, but the mastery of one's own desires and emotions. He famously said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Upon gaining his freedom, Epictetus embarked on a mission to share the life-altering wisdom of Stoicism with others. He opened a school in Nicopolis, Greece, where he welcomed students from diverse backgrounds, eager to embrace the philosophy that had set him free. His teachings emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control, the choices we make, and our responses to external events. One of his most enduring works, the Enchiridion, or Manual, distilled Stoic wisdom into practical advice for daily life. Epictetus's teachings, marked by their simplicity and applicability, have continued to inspire generations of individuals seeking inner peace and virtuous living. Epictetus's story is a testament to the transformative power of philosophy and the Stoic belief that, regardless of external circumstances, we can cultivate inner strength and freedom through the choices we make. His legacy endures as a reminder that true liberation lies in mastering the self and finding serenity in the face of life's challenges. In the end, Epictetus, the slave who taught freedom, exemplified the very essence of Stoic wisdom. The realization that our true power lies not in changing the world around us, but in changing ourselves, in mastering our own minds, and in finding contentment and freedom in the face of life's adversity, curiosity, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and artistic mastery. From an early age, Leonardo displayed an insatiable curiosity about the world around him. He observed nature, dissected human cadavers to understand anatomy, and filled countless notebooks with sketches and ideas. His approach to creativity and self-improvement echoed Stoic principles of continuous learning and the pursuit of wisdom. Leonardo's famous notebooks, filled with sketches, inventions, and scientific observations, reflect his commitment to understanding the world through reason and empirical investigation. His meticulous attention to detail and his quest for knowledge resonated with Stoic notions of rationality and the importance of seeking truth. One of the key Stoic-like qualities in Leonardo's life was his drive for self-improvement. He constantly sought to refine his skills, whether in the realm of art, science, or engineering. His relentless pursuit of excellence mirrored Stoic ideals of continuous self-mastery and the cultivation of virtue. Leonardo's artistry was characterized by a deep appreciation for beauty and proportion, qualities that can be related to Stoic notions of the appreciation of virtue and inner harmony. His paintings, such as the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, are celebrated for their aesthetic elegance and emotional depth. While Leonardo's life and work were not explicitly Stoic, his philosophy encompassed a Stoic-like commitment to reason, self-improvement, and the pursuit of knowledge. He exemplified the Renaissance spirit of embracing all aspects of human existence, from art to science, and his legacy endures as a symbol of the limitless potential of the human mind. In the end, Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance polymath, reminds us of the Stoic idea that the pursuit of wisdom, virtue, and continuous self-improvement transcends disciplinary boundaries. His life's work encourages us to cultivate curiosity, embrace reason, and strive for excellence in all aspects of our own pursuits. The Stoic's Journey, Finding Serenity in Chaos. Once upon a time in the ancient city of Athens, there lived a man named Marcus. He was known throughout the city for his wisdom and calm demeanor. Marcus was a devoted follower of Stoicism, a philosophy that taught the importance of virtue and inner tranquility in the face of life's challenges. One hot summer morning, Marcus was sitting in the shade of an olive tree, reading his favorite Stoic writings. His peaceful solitude was interrupted by a distressed friend, Lucius, who rushed to him with a worried expression. "Marcus," Lucius exclaimed, "our city is in chaos. Riots have broken out, and the people are in a state of panic. I fear for the safety of our families and our way of life." Marcus calmly closed his book and looked at Lucius with compassion. "My dear friend," he said, "I understand your concerns, but remember what our Stoic teachings tell us. We cannot control the external world, but we can control our reactions to it. Let us approach this situation with wisdom and virtue." Lucius, though skeptical, respected Marcus's wisdom and agreed to stay and discuss the matter further. Marcus began to share a story from his own life, a tale that had shaped his Stoic philosophy. Years ago, Marcus had been a successful merchant, known for his wealth and extravagance. He lived a life of luxury, surrounded by material possessions. However, despite his riches, he felt a profound emptiness within him. He realized that his pursuit of wealth had led him away from the path of virtue. One day, while sailing on a lavish ship filled with exotic goods, a violent storm arose, threatening to capsize the vessel. Marcus watched as his precious cargo was tossed into the unforgiving sea. In that moment of chaos, he clung to a wooden plank, his life hanging in the balance. As the storm raged on, Marcus had an epiphany. He understood that he had no control over the tempestuous sea, just as he had no control over the external events in his life. The only thing he could control was his reaction. He decided to let go of his attachment to wealth and material possessions and focus on cultivating virtue and inner peace. Miraculously, Marcus survived the storm, washed ashore on a remote island. There, he met a wise old sage who introduced him to Stoicism. Over the years, Marcus dedicated himself to the study of this philosophy, and he returned to Athens a changed man. As Marcus finished recounting his personal story, Lucius began to see the wisdom in his friend's words. Together, they decided to help their fellow citizens navigate the chaos in a Stoic manner. They organized gatherings where they shared Stoic principles with their neighbors, teaching them the importance of virtue, wisdom, and inner tranquility. Slowly, the people of Athens began to find solace in these teachings, and the riots began to subside. Over time, order was restored to the city, but more importantly, the people had learned to face adversity with Stoic resilience. They understood that external events were beyond their control, but their reactions were not. They embraced the Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, justice, and self-discipline. The city of Athens, once torn by chaos, had transformed into a place where the Stoic way of life was embraced by its citizens. Marcus and Lucius continued to inspire others with their wisdom, reminding them that in the midst of life's storms, one could always find serenity through the practice of Stoicism. And so, the story of Marcus and Lucius became a timeless reminder that in the face of life's challenges, it is our inner strength and virtue that provide the greatest source of tranquility. Philosophical insights would resonate through the annals of history. Cicero, born in 106 BC, was not a Stoic philosopher in the strictest sense, yet he became one of the most influential proponents of Stoic ideals in the political and intellectual tumult of ancient Rome. Cicero's life unfolded against the backdrop of a Rome marred by political upheaval and civil strife. He was a man of immense talent, gifted with a silver tongue that would earn him renown as one of history's greatest orators. His speeches, filled with impassioned pleas for justice and the common good, often found receptive ears in the Senate and the Roman Forum. Although not a Stoic philosopher by profession, Cicero was deeply influenced by Stoic ideas. He recognized the moral and ethical value of Stoicism, integrating its principles into his own writings and speeches. His dialogues, letters, and essays explored themes such as virtue, duty, and the ideal state. One of Cicero's most notable works, De Officiis, or On Duties, offered a Stoic-infused guide to ethical conduct. Drawing on Stoic concepts of justice, Cicero argued that individuals should prioritize the common good and the pursuit of virtue in their actions. His commitment to the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature manifested in his belief in the existence of a just state governed by reason and justice. Cicero's passion for Stoicism was evident in his advocacy for the idea that philosophy should guide political and ethical decisions. He believed that the pursuit of wisdom, as championed by Stoic philosophers, could lead individuals and societies toward greater moral excellence. His writings, which spanned a wide range of topics, including the nature of the universe, the existence of the gods, and the nature of the soul, reflected his deep engagement with Stoic thought. Despite his influence and prominence, Cicero's life was fraught with political turmoil. He was often caught in the crossfire of Rome's shifting political alliances and power struggles. His commitment to republican values and his defense of the Roman Republic placed him in opposition to powerful figures like Julius Caesar. In the tumultuous years leading up to the fall of the Roman Republic, Cicero's eloquence and principled stands made him a target for those who sought to consolidate power. His life ended tragically when, in 43 BC, he was executed on the orders of the Second Triumvirate, a group led by Octavian, Mark Antony, and Lepidus. Cicero's legacy endures not only for his remarkable oratory, but also for his profound engagement with Stoic philosophy. He represents a bridge between the Stoic ideals of personal virtue, moral duty, and justice, and the tumultuous world of Roman politics. His writings continue to inspire those who seek wisdom and ethical guidance in navigating the complexities of life and governance. In the end, Cicero, the orator and Stoic adherent, reminds us that philosophy is not confined to the ivory towers of academia, but can be a guiding light in the pursuit of justice, virtue, and the common good, even in the face of political turmoil and adversity.